I'm going to show you 5 shortcuts to get you shredded fast that aren't stupid. No cutting out carbs, no 4 a.m. cold plunges, no 16 hours fasts. Just 5 things that have worked for me personally and for hundreds of my clients that actually have work, family, and a life. The first 2 are physical. The second 2 are behavioral. And the last one actually changed everything for me. Shortcut number 1 is very simple. Increase the volume of food on your plate. Here's an example. This plate of pasta and this plate of potatoes have exactly the same calories, but the plate of potatoes is nearly 3 times bigger. Same carbs, but literally 3 times the amount of food. So if you're trying to lose fat, but you end up starving every evening, you're likely consuming calorie-dense food that, yes, tastes great, but leaves your stomach pretty empty. And there are so many options of foods with much lower calories that are actually quite nutrient-dense and versatile. These will make dieting so much easier. Here are some simple swaps that you can make. Pasta for potatoes, as we said, granola for porridge, dry fruit for fresh fruit, crisps for popcorn, chicken thighs for chicken breast, lamb for steak, salmon for sea bass, full fat Greek yogurt for 0% fat Greek yogurt, peanut butter for powdered peanut butter, mayonnaise for mustard or any yogurt-based dressing, full fat ice cream for protein ice cream like Halo Top, milk chocolate for a grenade bar, a smoothie for just whole fruit, cow milk for almond milk or even oat milk, orange juice for the whole orange, a full sugar Coke for Diet Coke or Coke Zero. And don't forget to pack your plate with veg. Not because veg is magic, but because it takes so much space on your plate. You don't need to eat less, you just need to eat smarter. Shortcut number 2. This is gonna sound weird coming from a coach, but stop trying to hit 15,000 steps a day if it just doesn't fit into your lifestyle. If you work a desk job or you're running your business and you're on calls all day, 15,000 steps is just a fantasy. You would try for a week, fail 3 times, and then quit. Instead, just do 20 minutes of proper cardio at the end of your workout. That's literally what I do every day. Stairmaster, incline walk, bike, whatever you prefer. As long as it's challenging enough, not crazy challenging, within that short space of time. I promise you that that 1 block of cardio will burn more calories and be better for your cardiovascular fitness than chasing steps around your house in between calls. You're already at the gym, you're already in workout mode, just add 20 minutes on top. Done. And steps are great, don't get me wrong, but if you can fit them into your day. So instead of forcing something that doesn't fit, find what works and double down on it. Shortcut number 3. This is the single best dieting hack that I can give you. It's not a sexy one. It's not a Instagram kind of hack, but it works every single time. So if you have to do just one of these, do this one. On a Sunday, plan 60 to 70% of your meals for the week. The main meals, the ones that you know you will have regardless. You probably have very similar breakfast, very similar lunch every day of the week. And if it's not lunch, it's probably going to be dinner. So whatever your go-tos are, lock them in and track them in advance. In fact, cook them, pack them, have them ready. And if you think this is extra effort, I promise you it is not. In fact, it's the very opposite, because planning completely removes decision fatigue from your day. When you have to think about what to eat, scout for something healthy-ish, making sure that it fits into your calories and macros, doing all of this while you're hungry already. It's so much energy wasted for something that should be systemized already. Plus, just picture this. You finish work at 7 p.m. You're starving. There's nothing ready, and now you have a choice. Cook yourself from scratch when you're already cooked yourself, or order takeout. We both know which one you're picking. Your brain is in a deficit, your willpower is gone. Again, so much decision fatigue, and your algorithm knows that very well. In fact, Deliveroo is already sending you notifications. And this actually has nothing to do with discipline. It has to do with making the right choice, the easy choice. That's it. And you don't need to prep, you don't need to track every single meal, just the main ones. Leave it 30% for flexibility, dinners out, whatever life throws at you. But the main 70% is locked in. This means that you will stay on track even when your week becomes really unpredictable. Shortcut number 4. How are your stress levels? Ever heard of cortisol? It's a stress hormone, and when it's chronically high, your body stores more fat, especially around your midsection. It also shoots up your cravings in the evening. You know that 9 p.m. snack that you can't really explain to yourself? That's probably cortisol knocking on your door. So what to do? First and foremost, the 2 hours before bed, those are your cortisol drain window. So your nervous system is meant to wind down. But if instead you're on socials, TikTok or Instagram, absorbing thousands of micro stressors with your brain lighting up every 8 seconds, of course you're going to go to bed a lot later, and most of all, wake up feeling tired already. Also, let's be real with each other. You're sleeping 6 hours and calling it fine. It is not fine. In fact, lack of sleep massively increases your cravings the next day. Even just 1 extra hour of sleep could easily make a difference between a clean day and a 2,000 calorie evening that you didn't plan for. The thing is, fat loss isn't just calories in and calories out. You've got to give your body a pretty good reason to let the fat go. So, no screens at least 30 minutes before bed and 7 hours of sleep every night, non-negotiable. Trust me, you do have the time. And final one, shortcut number 5. Act as if you're already the lean version of yourself, not trying to become him. You're already him. This sounds a bit cuckoo, but it's not. It's actually one of the oldest shortcuts in the world, and it's been used by some of the most successful people ever lived. When you're trying to become someone, every decision is a battle. You're constantly fighting yourself. Part of you wants the takeaway, part of you wants to get lean, and you're stuck in the middle trying to talk yourself into the right choice. When you're thinking and acting as if you're already him, there is no battle. You just ask yourself one question: what would he do? What would the lean version of me eat right now? What would he have for dinner? Would he have the 3rd drink or leave it? Would he skip the gym today or would he go? You already know the answers. You've always known them, but the question gets them out of you a lot faster. This is the difference between the people that diet for a month and the ones that stay lean for the rest of their life. One group is trying to change and the other one already decided they have changed and they're now living through it. Start there because that's where the real transformation happens. Now, if this resonated with you, there's a reason. You're a successful man, you've built a career, the business, the life, but the one thing you haven't been able to crack yet is your body. And it's not because you're not smart, it's because generic fitness advice just wasn't built for a man with responsibilities. So you have to look at the patterns, the identity, the self-image. That's where the lasting change really comes from. If you want to have a conversation about what that would look like for you, there's a link to book a call with me in the description below. And if this video helped, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.